Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Hanukkah Erotica Book Club podcast. I'm Raizel, and I'm joined by my co-host and stepsis, Malya. Hi, Mal.
Hi, good morning again.
Good morning. How's it going?
It's good.
Chipper in the morning?
I feel good in the morning. I late morning. I wouldn't say I'm a morning person, but by 10, I'm there.
By 10, I've lived 9 lives.
Have you?
Yes. Very early mince situation.
Camp preparations, I really feel I deserve a medal.
Is it like packing the bathing suits? What's the
bathing suits, the towels, the changes to put on when you're done, the wet bag to put the wet stuff in, the snacks, the water bottles, the hats, the sunscreen slathering and lathering, and the extra bottle. Like, that's a whole...
It's a lot more than school.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you do it all in the morning?
I mix it up. Like, the days that I go into work, I do more of it at night.
Yeah.
The days that I'm here, I usually do most of it. I wake up. I wake up. It's like a good 45 minutes of prep. It's insane.
Yeah. You also have a lot of kids. It's a lot of bathing suits and towels.
So many bathing suits and towels.
2 swims a day, right? They have to change, and then they need a dry one. That's what we have.
2 swims? You have 2 swims a day?
Yeah, they have to go in a suit, and then you pack a dry one and dry clothes. So, like, Jonah goes in bathing suit shorts and a camp t-shirt.
Right.
Do you have theme days? I feel like theme days are really another challenge for parents.
There's a couple theme days. There's like the color war day when you're supposed to wear something of that color, but you're also supposed to wear your camp t-shirt. So it's like, it can't be a t-shirt of that color, which would be the obvious thing. It has to be like a bandana.
Oh, I see.
Sammy was the yellow team, and I gave him like one of those yellow like traffic vests.
So smart.
To wear like over his camp shirt.
That was smart.
Like, that's the kind of thing. Like, that's just like a stupid thing that you have to spend time thinking about.
I like when the themes, like, I like the pajama day. Everyone has them.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I like when a theme is something everybody has. It's very challenging, I think, when it's like you have to buy something for the theme.
Yes. Also, they're all tie-dyeing, and they need white items sent in to be tie-dyed.
Yes.
It's all cute. It's just, none of it's a big deal. It's the amalgam of all of it.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's work.
It's work. So in that sense, by 10 a.m., like, a lot of logistics have been dealt with.
Oh, yeah. The theme today for JoJo was sports team day, and he was almost going to wear the cheer shirt of Binny's cheer team, which I thought was really funny.
That is cute.
He wanted it. He's like, I want to wear Jersey Jewels, and then last minute, I don't know what happened, but he changed his mind to wear a Knicks shirt. But yeah, the themes I think they weigh us down.
Yeah. It's just, that's like a little thing that it's in your head. And like, that feels very significant. Like, if you forget one of the team days, like, it's not actually a big deal, but that's the kind of thing that you feel like you're like, am I a good parent or a bad parent?
What about when you're a good parent, but they make it seem like you're a bad parent? Last week, Jonah had a performance, and they said he has to wear a tie-dye shirt, sunglasses. I don't know if there was one more thing. Got him all ready. I read all my emails. Put him in the tie-dye shirt. Blue shorts, tie-dye shirt, sunglasses. Right. I see the performance. He's in his bathing suit rash guard.
Oh, no.
Everyone else is in tie-dye. Why? Why'd they take him out? I don't get it.
What happened?
I don't know. I still don't know.
But
no,
his
he came home in it. His shirt was fine. He came home in the tie-dye. Why would they take off the tie-dye? It's like, look at this bad mom. It's like a highlighter. Look at this bad mom.
Why'd that mom put the kid in a rash guard?
Why didn't she read her email? Everyone else saw it. Everyone else is in tie-dye.
Oh, man.
I know.
That's horrible.
I had receipts. I posted a picture of him in the tie-dye.
Yeah, no, you have to do that. You have to write the record. Yeah, you have to have the record reflect your efforts. Absolutely. No, that's infuriating.
Why'd they do that? Like, this is the same thing that happened on picture day. He shows up in an adorable yellow shirt with a corduroy blazer.
Okay.
Picture comes,
So
no
cute,
blazer.
a blazer.
Yeah,
Oh,
the blazer. No picture becomes no blazer. At the end of the day, though, before received the pictures a few weeks later, someone said something. Oh, Jonah did great on picture day. Blah blah blah. I said great. He wore the blazer. She goes, no. Mitch didn't mention that he wanted it when he did drop off. Oh, Mitch needed to tell you. It's picture day, and my kid showed up in a suit.
You take off the suit for the picture?
You took the blazer off? When Mitch needed to tell you? She blamed it on Mitch. No, Dad didn't say that he needed the blazer for the picture, so he took it off. Okay.
There's a lot of passive-aggressive pick-up and drop-off comments, I just want to say.
Yeah.
I've been the recipient of some of those, too. There's an implication.
Yeah. Like,
we're not responsible.
Not nice. Not nice. I always tell my teachers to be straight-spaced with parents, that parents feel it when a teacher's judging them. As a parent who's constantly feeling judged, I know parents feel it, and you have to always be strengths-based. Oh, you forgot to fill up the water bottle. No problem. We'll fill it up. Don't make them feel bad.
And also, like, it's not a big deal. Like, they have a lot of squirmy kids to deal with. If it's like, oh, they forgot about the blazer, just be like, I'm so sorry we forgot the blazer.
Yes,
I'm so sorry.
No, he didn't want to wear it. He didn't want to wear it. He took it off. He refused to wear it.
Yeah, okay.
No big deal.
Right.
And also, by the way, isn't a big deal to me, but to throw Mitch under the bus.
Right.
Oh, like Dad didn't mention that you wanted the blazer. Oh, you thought it was just his jacket for the day?
Right.
Anyway.
Right.
For all those who are listening, you're still here at Hanukkah Erotica Book Club, where we review Jewish romance books. But we're also parents, and I'm a preschool director.
I remember when you told me, when we started this, that there were whole podcasts about pumping.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, how could there be a podcast about that? But then when we have a 5-minute conversation about, picture day blazers, I understand how.
Of course. Of course.
There's a lot to be discussed.
Tons.
Yeah.
Anything to catch up on before we move on to the book?
Only that I wanted to say that I realized after we recorded our last episode that that I had remember you said that the author of the book, oh my God, what was the name of the book?
Last week, Sisters of Fortune?
Yes, thank you, Sisters of Fortune. You had said that the author had you had a conversation with the author where you told her that we were going to be recording, and you asked if we had any questions for her, and I completely blanked on the one question that I actually did have for her. So I know this is no longer a topic, but
we'll have to send her this one too.
It felt to me, so first of all, I wanted to mention that there was a mention of Lomans in
me too. I wanted to talk about that too. Yeah.
And I completely forgot to talk about that because you and I have a shared love of Lomans. Of course. And I also felt like, apropos of our conversation, how we don't care about logos and designer labels and stuff, there was a whole section of Lomans that was like for designer labels that I think you and I always just completely ignored.
Yeah, we bypass it.
I don't even remember that being a part of Lomans, but I feel like for these Syrians, that was Lomans.
Yeah.
Like going to that, where the stuff that was like $700 that's on sale for $300. Yes. Whereas like we would go to the stuff that was $300 and was on sale for $75.
Yes. I was thinking 68 to 24, but yes.
That too. That was great too.
Yeah.
And just like Lomans, I just always appreciate when someone mentions Lomans because it has such a spot in my heart for like old New York. But that also made me think, because Lomans was mentioned, was this book set slightly in the past?
2009 was the year I caught in one mention.
Oh, it said 2009. Oh,
At some point, something came up. I think it was I don't know why I remember 2009, or yes, it's slightly in the past. Slightly in the past.
Interesting. I wonder why.
But it still felt much more current or modern than some other books that we read that are
that are supposed to be more current.
It felt, yeah, and it felt very current.
It felt current. It didn't have like smartphones integrated into it the way that
some of the newer books, more contemporary books do. Yeah.
But also because it was about a different culture, I feel like that wasn't so glaring to me. Like I wasn't looking for it the way I would for just like a more secular romance.
No, but I think it's because it was set in the past and it was the times, it was like real SMS or like BlackBerry BBM and not like real smartphones.
Yes, that was the other thing that tipped me off that it was the past, because one of the characters said something about their mother or grandmother discovering T9 texting.
Yes.
That's like extremely specific to that, a very short window of time. Mm-hmm. So anyway.
I think that we were like still instant messaging each other or using GChat in a different way then? Because that was quicker.
Oh, yeah, I was using GChat all the time then.
Okay, but the thing is, some people still do, and I completely stopped. Did we already discuss this? Do you still GChat?
Not at all.
I do with work. We did talk about this, I remember now.
Really?
Yes, I don't GChat socially.
Oh, you GChat
through work.
Use GChat as
like
through
instead
your
of
work
Slack.
email.
Yeah, because our work email is a Gmail.
Mm-hmm.
Like through Gmail, like through Google.
Oh, that's great.
So then we can GChat. Then there's also something like Slack Rooms, but it's like, they're called something on GChat. Can't remember what. Like groups or I don't know, whatever. Yeah, we use that.
That makes sense that it's transitioned to be more of a work
But like socially,
thing.
you don't GChat. Like I wouldn't sign in today to my email and see like that people are still doing that, right? I don't know, maybe they do.
I don't think anyone GChats socially. No, that's not
Like, here's the thing. Like, when was my last AIM and did I know it was going to be my last? No. What happened? I never signed in again. I don't get it. Like, right after college, I was still signing into my AIM.
Right. I'm trying to, like, during law school, I was definitely GChatting.
Yes.
That was already like 2012. I think it all, like, I think by 2015, I think it was done. But what replaced it? I guess just texting.
Texting. iMessage.
iMessage. WhatsApp is much more recent. I didn't start WhatsApp, right?
But WhatsApp was a little older, though, is the truth. Some people were using it. Some people, like, don't, I feel like, I don't know, you would, like, go, like, to abroad or to Israel or something, and, like, WhatsApp was what you had to use while you were there. I feel like it was, like, just for travel. Again, if you're listening, we are Hanukkah Erotica Book Club Podcast.
We're discussing cultural, milestones. This is related.
But it's like, I understand, like, people say, like, in a much more sentimental way, like, you never know when the last time your kid's gonna nurse or the last diaper or whatever before they transition to potty training. But like the last AIM, the very last AOL instant message I sent or the last time I signed in.
Yeah.
Huh.
Right. Yeah, I don't remember the last time.
Right.
Probably because the last time was stupid because it was with someone and you were like, I don't really use this anymore.
Right. It was a great thing. I loved it. I missed it.
It was fun. And
I'm
it was fun to have it up on your
it.
screen.
And speaking of nostalgia, this book.
Yes, this book.
Okay,
Let's
are we
get
ready?
into it. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't have much seltzer news. There were some recommendations over the past week that I haven't tried yet, so I feel like I can't really speak to them yet. So I don't have much seltzer. I don't have major seltzer updates, except I'll say this. Bubbly has a flavor melted ice pop that's like apparently like the taste of a melted, firecracker, firebomb, whatever the red, white, and blue.
Oh, wow.
And
sure.
it looks delicious.
That's very summery. Oh, that's so cute.
And I think I'd like to taste that bubbly, but when I went to look for it at the store, it wasn't there. Maybe it's seasonal. So I don't really have major other updates.
No, this morning Julius asked me what flavor pamplemousse is.
Oh, did he taste it? And did he realize it was grapefruit?
He's had it a bunch of times, but he couldn't quite he didn't know what the word pamplemousse meant, of course, because no one does.
Because we don't speak French.
Right, and then I said, it's grapefruit, and then he smiled and said, I love grapefruit.
He's so cute. It is delicious.
So, it's a next generation of seltzer lovers, which is nice.
It is great.
Yeah, and nothing else really, no.
Okay, so for this week's episode, we read The Last Summer at the Golden Hotel.
Yes.
By Elyssa Friedland.
Yes. I really liked this book.
I loved it.
It was very fun. This to me is like the perfect beach read. I didn't read it on a beach, but I could imagine really enjoying it. It's very summery, total page turner, great characters.
It was fantastic. I recommend it. Here's the thing. It's so weird to be nostalgic for a time you've never lived through, but you just know about through stories. But like between my mom, my grandma, my great aunt, and then also like Mitch's family talking about the bungalows and the Catskills. Like I am nostalgic for that time. And I never experienced it. I mean, I did spend time in the Catskills, like weekends at these resorts as a kid.
Oh, did you?
But it was not in the summer. So like we had a group of family friends growing up, and they all played volleyball together. All the kids were friends, and we would like once a year, but it feels to me like it was in the winter. We'd all go to like Kutcher's or the Falls View or the Nevele, like all go to the Catskills like for a weekend together. But it wasn't like the summer situation. It's just not the same. Not the same. But I've heard so much about it.
William did some Kutcher's summer weeks as a kid.
Was it fun?
Yeah, I think it was very fun.
Just sounds like a blast. The stories that my mom's described about those summers up in the Catskills at the Granite, the Concord, it just, oh my God, and your couch. When Malya's old apartment on the Upper West Side, when we were in our early 20s, the couch in their apartment.
I totally forgot about that. So my roommate, Miriam, who is your friend too, she moved to Philadelphia, so we don't really see her anymore, but her family were like involved. I feel like they were one of these families, like they owned a bungalow colony, and they were maybe also investors in some of these hotels, but not anymore when I knew her, but like that was their history. And the couch in our living room was a couch from the hallway of the Concord Hotel. Like
Incredible.
From it was a lobby couch.
Couch.
Miriam was extremely proud of it. She had tons of nostalgia for like her family's bungalow colony and all that stuff. She always wanted to go up and get married back there, which didn't happen, although I went to her wedding and it was in the Hudson Valley at a vineyard. It was beautiful, but not at a bungalow colony. But like, she was very attached to all that. Yeah. And the couch was like exactly what you would imagine a lobby couch would be, which was like very cool looking, like a kind of neon-y green, sort of a corduroy-ish material.
Like chartreuse, I feel.
Chartreuse, yes, bright, really cool, and uncomfortable as heck.
Yes.
Like, the back was like cardboard. Like, you couldn't sink into it. It was hard.
Yes, yes.
And it was split in the middle, and if you lay on it, it would slowly start to inch apart.
But it did look good.
It looked great.
It was a great talking point.
Great talking point. I always wanted to get rid of it in favor of something more cozy, and she always vetoed it.
It's from the Concord.
Exactly. It was still there when I moved out. I wonder what happened to it. I don't know.
We have to ask her. She goes by Michelle, I think.
Michelle. I mean, I know her as Miriam.
Yeah, no, me too. Yeah. It's just the other day I was like, who is this? And it was Michelle's story, and then I realized it was Miriam.
Yeah. No, on social media, she's Michelle. Right.
Okay, we should find out the whereabouts of the couch. I hope it's still in the family.
I'll find out. I can message her.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm nostalgic for this time, and this book scratches the itch. Also, when we were reading the description, we were like, family drama, this, that. Is there going to be a romance? And then we joked, like, of course there's going to be some hooking up. It's the Catskills, but it's definitely romance.
There was a lot of hooking up.
A lot of hooking up, a lot of romance. Okay. This book was so good. It's about a family now, but the family history is that they owned a Catskills resort called the Golden Hotel that also had bungalow colonies on site.
Yes.
I'm sorry, bungalows on site.
Right.
And back in the day, it was a huge resort, very popular, wait list. Families would come for a week, 2 weeks. Families would come spend time at the bungalows for the whole summer. Entertainment every night, Jerry Seinfeld. There's a lot of name dropping of famous people. And by the way, I appreciate that when it's not fake.
Totally.
I mean, I know this isn't real. Jerry Seinfeld didn't really go there because the resort isn't real, but it's so much nicer when they're naming real people.
Totally. If they had mentioned like some random, a fake name and then had to like,
and then I'm like, is this Jerry Seinfeld?
Backstory. Yeah. Right. You're like, who is this supposed to be?
It's just easier.
Just
puts
use
you
the
there.
Name. Yeah, of course.
Exactly. Appreciated that. So it was two families who owned this resort together.
Right.
And these families met as, two boy best friends in the Lower East Side, and they grew up and they had this dream to do this. And so these two families started this resort together, and now there's multiple generations, ahead, and the resort it's tanking. It's like Catskills aren't. It's in 2019 maybe, or 2015, 16, something like that.
Yeah.
And because 2019 is COVID, it wasn't then. It was pre-COVID. This book took place pre-COVID.
Yes.
2015 or 16, Catskills are no longer cool. No one is going. This resort is rickety, falling apart. Like, it does not have it's past its glory days.
Right. And just the whole zeitgeist has changed. It's like they still have the same old, like the Jewish style food. They still have the same like coffee urns. They're they're a time capsule.
Exactly. It's a time capsule, and people are not nostalgic for it. They want something up there, but like more modern. It's not scratching the itch at all for young people. Families aren't going. Even the families of the owners have not spent their time there.
Right. They're all these people are all very upwardly mobile, and they're all going on like fancy vacations to Atlantis. That's mentioned repeatedly.
Yeah, they spent their time in the Bahamas or in Europe, and the kids are at sleepaway camp all summer and not going up to the Catskills.
Right. They went a little bit, but it was always kind of like, that was like slumming, sort of.
I have such a funny story to tell you that's so related to this. So these kinds of Catskill resorts, I think like a lot of our readers know, like back in the day would have, an entertainer every night and, a lot going on, a lot of activities and a lot of entertainment. Like, we all know from Dirty Dancing or Mrs. Maisel or whatever, like, entertainment at night. Okay, so my grandma, who's 103, and my mom and I went to see my grandma a couple days ago, and my grandma's 103, and my mom was like jogging her memory about a story.
Okay.
That took place in the Catskills. So they were at, I think, the Granite, and the Granite sounds right. And my mom was telling my grandma, do you remember that night, the morning after you saw that magician? And my grandma, I'm telling the story wrong. My mom said, do you remember when you saw that comedian and then you saw him again the next morning? My grandma corrected my mom, and she said, no, it was a magician, which I thought was amazing that my 103-year-old grandma, like, knew specifically that it was a magician in the story my mom was about to tell. Like, that's the coolest. Okay, so it's so there was a magician at night. The next morning, my grandma interrupts my mom to tell the story. The next morning, they're all at breakfast in the, big dining hall.
Right.
My grandma sees the magician walking towards her. He's there having breakfast too.
Sure.
My grandma stops the magician. She goes, you were wonderful last night. But she had the wrong guy, and his wife was right there. And he's like, I was with my wife last night. I was with my wife last night.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious.
It's such a good story. And my grandma at 103 just sold it.
That's really amazing and fits right into this book.
Exactly. It could be a scene in this book.
Yes, it could totally be a scene in this book.
It seemed
like everyone was like a lot of adultery and hanky-panky going on.
Oh, yeah. Well, because there's a joke early on. There's a lot of articles. Like, this book's written in the style that I love, where there's, like, articles written about it, and, like, the Catskills, whatever, Gazelle, and Gazette. And then one of very early on, they're like, no, Dirty Dancing wasn't based on this, because if it was based on this, it would have been called Dirtier Dancing.
Right.
So, yeah, a lot of hanky-panky.
Yes. I bookmarked a place because William's family used to go to Kutcher's, and there was a little like memory one of them has about, quote, a group of families from South Jersey who used to travel to the hotel en masse every summer. It was a barely kept secret that the couples were known to toss their room keys into a bowl on the last night and play mixed doubles off the court. And I was wondering if, that might have been a reference to something that was going on with the Vineland crew. William's contemplating it with a scared look.
Could be. So this book she's a great writer.
Yes, so engaging.
It was so funny.
Yes.
It was really, really enjoyable to read. There's a lot of, like, twists and turns, and I feel like I don't know how much of there's a lot of plot and drama. Because what's happening is that they're in financial trouble. This hotel is not making money. And one of these casinos wants to buy the entire, buy the land, bulldoze it to the ground, and build, a windowless casino, which is a nightmare for these Catskill lovers.
Right. And it's like, so the hotel was started by these two guys who were like the patriarchs who were best friends. First of all, I like two male best friends. Like, that's very, I don't know, I feel like you don't see that a lot, like older men who've been best friends for 60 years. Like, that's very sweet.
It's very sweet, but it feels very Jewish to me.
Very
I don't know, like Mitch's dad has like a best friend like that they're like, it's like they're brothers. They've been best friends since they were in diapers, and then their kids, Mitch and Jay's son Speed, they've been best friends since they were in diapers. Like, this is not a Jewish thing, I'm sure, but to me it feels it.
Totally. Well, it has that It has
Like
that
back in the
vibe from that
stickball
era.
days, they were playing stickball on the Lower East Side.
Totally. Like they got their business savvy or whatever, like on the streets of Brooklyn or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, and then they started this hotel together, and then they have like their children and now their grandchildren who now all have to make a decision together about whether to hang on to the hotel or sell it for like a significant amount of money that would mean a lot to some members of the family who are all in kind of like different, have their own little crises that are going on that they, for different reasons, are pro or against selling it. So that's where the book is taking place in this time where they have to make this quick decision to hang on to this thing or sell it.
Right. Now there is a character, Zachy, he's the grandson.
Yeah.
He's written in a very funny way where he's like completely infantilized. He's like a little man baby.
Yes.
Like is Zachy post college but like has no job and lives at home and like always asks for snacks?
Yeah. He's like, he took him 5 years to graduate college. No one cared. Everyone was happy to pay for his 5 years. And then very happy for him to just move home and like play PlayStation all day.
Right.
And his mom is just like making him his favorite dinners, washing his clothes, seemingly like not.
No one minds about Zachy because no one thought Zachy had any potential. I don't know why.
I don't know either. Why everyone's like so content. Because in other parts, like there's a lot of nagging parents in this book that are like pushing their kids to succeed, pushing them to go to Ivy League schools, pushing them to work. For some reason, Zach is like immune to all of this.
Yeah.
Everyone's just happy that he's in the basement playing video games.
It's like it's like he wasn't a great student or whatever. And so they had no expectations for him.
No, they're just glad he's there.
He just like reminds me of like, I know people like this and
sure.
Like,
Smokes a lot of weed.
Yeah. Just like, they sometimes surprise you.
Well, that's, I think, the point in the book.
And Zach does.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the granddaughter on the other side is like an influencer.
Yes.
I love influencers in books.
Oh, they're so fun.
I love the behind the scenes of how influencers are filming their videos. Like, I love influencers. I love influencers in books. I read a really fun one called Everyone is Lying to You by Joe Piazza, not Jewish. Really fun book. It was a very quick read, but I just like books about influencers. I read another one, Bye Baby by Carola Lovering. So much fun. I enjoy the backstory of these people. And what goes
is that
into
Joe Piazza one about trad wives?
Yes.
I like those. I like the trad wife influencer thing.
Yes.
That's fun to go behind the scenes because there's just like there's so much there.
Like there's a convention in this book, and like for mom influencers, that's hilarious. Like there's people selling empty homes and rooms so that you can make your Instagram videos in a gorgeous kitchen, even though it's not your kitchen.
Oh wow, geez,
it really cracked me up.
Yeah.
I think in this book there might be an entire house on their land in the Midwest that's like the set versus their house with all the shit in it.
That's really funny.
The clutter.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
I enjoy it. Anyway.
Yeah, that's fun.
So anyway.
Well, and this book gives you a little bit of that because it's like, when you're seeing influencers' content, it's like so effortless. Wow, what a great job. Like they're just getting paid to like post their life. But then you see behind the scenes, it's like a constant effort to just be generating ridiculous content.
Yes. But they gang up together, the influencer and Zach. He has a big crush on her when he sees her again. To kind of they're supporting each other to support the Catskills and like start an Instagram page and all this stuff. I enjoyed all of that a lot.
Yes,
and I enjoyed all of it.
Yes, and I liked the idea of like their attempt at like turning this like retro Catskill hotel into like a bougie hip version was very funny. Like there's a scene where they all go try goat yoga.
Yeah, goat yoga.
She wants to bring goat yoga to the hotel. Like it's very, they want to have like CBD and like they want to inject all these buzzwords and it's very like that's cute. Like old meets new. That was very fun.
Yes, and the old meets new food.
Yes.
They're like enough with the kugel and the borscht and the this and the that, but let's make a beet puree or it's all very fun.
Yes. Make it like a selfie station. Like Yeah. That was very cute.
And also, people are nostalgic for all all this makes a lot of sense to me, and all of it seemed like I don't need a book to feel realistic in any way, but this all did actually.
Totally. It felt very current and realistic, but there could be something that's like self-knowingly retro, like self-aware retro that would be fun as opposed to just retro and kind of run down, which is what this was.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. This book was so enjoyable. So so there's all this different family drama happening. There's a lot of affairs.
A lot. There's everyone, like without to a person, everyone's having an affair.
Yeah, there's a lot of yes. There's it's like I don't know how much to get into it, but like one of the families, Amy and her husband,
yes,
they're in Westchester, Scarsdale, or something like that,
right?
And he's a big shot doctor, so he has like this is the family that goes to the Bahamas instead of the Catskills. Like they've been very successful in their own right as a couple, completely separate from this Catskills money, separate from the resort, any of that. And they and it seems like he's rolling in dough.
Yeah.
Right before they all go to the Catskills, she finds out that it's because he's been illegally selling Oxy.
Yeah, he's like a pill mill. He's like running a pill mill. Like he's just giving out Oxy prescriptions.
And making a ton of money.
But he's a drug dealer.
He's basically a drug dealer and has gotten caught?
Yes.
And she is horrified.
Yes.
And it got me thinking, like, it's like, did she already hate him? Because, like, of course it's horrifying to find out that someone you know and love, your husband, is, like, doing a crazy illegal thing. But, like, also, isn't there a part where it's, like, you're ride or die and you're like, okay, we'll figure this out? Like, I think she might have hated him.
Yeah, they didn't.
It wasn't good before, and then she found this out.
Right. It was like, she had become, well, I don't know. I also felt like, I know she was a likable character, I guess, to some degree.
Yeah.
But I felt a little bit like she didn't sufficiently take responsibility for kind of like being in it with him. Like she was like perfectly happy to like put her head down for 30 years and just be like a Scarsdale wife and mom, spending money left and right, going on vacations, dry cleaning all her designer clothing, and never thinking like, how is my husband making this much money? Like just turning a total blind eye, like complete head in the sand, and then being like, just blaming it all on him. I don't know. I felt like she could have been a little more introspective.
Interesting. Yeah, she could have. I mean, I don't know that I would have any sense of like, if I had but even in any field, like, I don't know that I'd have any sense of like if someone was making X amount of money versus, I don't know. Like, I feel like in my head, surgeons make a lot of money. I don't know that I would know. This doesn't make sense. This is too much money. Or maybe if there were like shady phone calls or something, which she references something like that. Yeah, maybe she was turning a blind eye.
Do you ever see anything? Do you ever see your joint taxes that you're filing? Like, this is somebody who, like, purposely didn't look at a financial document for 30 years.
Yeah.
And I just think when you abdicate like that, there's going to be consequences to it. And if you have to face that,
if you
I don't know.
That you're married to a drug dealer. I understand the point. I think I could find myself in the same situation because I'm not that involved. But I'm not, because he's not a drug dealer.
Oh, right. But I'm just saying, I don't know. I just feel like if you're so completely just...
Oh, except I work. The difference is I work. Did Amy?
No. She didn't work.
Yeah. That there's the difference. I contribute.
She was completely just like focused
there's
on...
the difference.
No, there's no sense. It's like there was his world and there was her world. And when you live like that for 30 years, it's like, first of all, yeah, there's going to be stuff like you're unknowingly just like, whatever you need to do to keep us in this lifestyle, I'm agreeing to by just completely not engaging at all. That's what I don't know. That's
no Lomans for Amy. No Lomans.
No Lomans. She's Bloomingdale's all the way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She is.
Yeah, and just like completely, and then having two separate worlds from someone for 30 years, it's just like, well, what's your relationship like at the end of that?
He was such an asshole. Then this husband of his, he's a real jerk. They also, by the way, have like a son at Harvard, and like he's Nozaki, and they love that son at Harvard. He's
yeah.
And but this Roger, I think, real jerk.
Roger.
And he is really in favor of the selling of this hotel because he needs the cash.
Right, because now he's desperate for money to pay his legal bills.
Now he's desperate for money because he's getting found out because he was dealing oxy this whole time. And also, creating addictions.
At the same time, he's been funding her lifestyle for 30 years. He's like, okay, now it's your turn.
Yeah, give me the cash, Amy. Sell the hotel.
Yeah, he's an asshole, but I'm just saying so is she a little bit. And like she's acting like she's above it, but I don't think she is.
Right. Interesting.
And she doesn't reckon with that. That's all
Interesting. She doesn't. Alyssa, if you're listening, what do you think about this?
Right.
Okay, then we have I feel like then so Roger doesn't go away on this weekend to save the hotel.
She's furious at him.
Yeah, she's too angry.
Yes.
Yeah. So he doesn't join. So while they're away, she and Brian,
who's the son of the other,
the son of her dad's bestie,
partner, right,
have a little something.
Who she had a childhood crush on, like her whole adolescence.
Yes,
there's a lot of like delayed wish fulfillment in this book.
Yes, which is so fun.
Very fun. Very fun. Right. So they have a little fling.
They have a fling.
Which again is treated very casually, which I feel like is a sign of just how horrible her and Roger's relationship is. Pill mill aside.
Pill mill aside, exactly, because she's sleeping with Brian with very little remorse, and she's currently married.
Correct.
Yeah. But also, no, it's true. This book ends with an epilogue in the way into the future in a way that I don't feel like I usually see in books.
Yes.
That was so delightful.
Yes. Well, this is the kind of book that I thought that was going to happen. First of all, this book would be a great movie.
Fantastic.
Or series. Great series. Do you remember that movie from like the 90s that all takes place on like the last night of high school? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Can't Hardly Wait?
Yes.
Yeah, I love Can't Hardly Wait.
Yes, thank you. Everyone does. I mean, I feel like everyone from our era does. That would be a great movie to watch in the park. Wouldn't that be such a fun, nostalgic movie?
Yeah, it really would.
We just saw Mean Girls in the park last week.
How was that?
Fun. I mean, it feels dated. It feels dated. Yeah.
Would Can't Hardly Wait? I don't know, I guess. To me, it feels like it wouldn't.
I don't know. I really don't know if it would. I feel like Can't Hardly Wait might be timeless, actually.
I had to tell Binny about Can't Hardly Wait on Pesach because she showed up for the Seder in like a light blue, very tight crop top and a royal blue mullet skirt. And she looked exactly like Jennifer Love Hewitt. So I was like, oh my God. I had to pull up like on Google Images a picture of Jennifer Love Hewitt in that outfit because it looked just like Binny.
That's really funny. That's so cute. That's so iconic.
Ethan Embry is so cute in that movie.
Oh my God.
Preston.
He's adorable. Yeah, of course.
He's so cute.
So
I love
cute.
all of them.
No, that movie is great. But, the point is, you know how at the end it kind of gives you a little blurb about where each of them like ended up? I feel like this book has those vibes.
Yes. And it does that in the end.
Right. So that was fun. It really, it gave you, it delivered this book. Like it delivered what you wanted.
It really did. And here's the thing. It was like the things that we talk about, the setting. I mean, you could see the ugly carpets.
Totally. And just the way this place, it's not like a hotel. It's like a whole world. Like you can, however long you're staying, it's like you get there and you don't leave for like 2 weeks or a month. Like you just, whole world, you can have every meal, activities, nature walks, the pool, get your hair done, go shopping. It's all there.
Right.
And it really it conjured that. I don't feel like that exists really anymore.
Right. So it was amazing. Then the food. I mean, you could taste the salty matzo ball soup.
Oh, yeah.
Or the bland matzo ball soup, depending on what was happening in the kitchen.
There was herring. There was. Also, the staff. There's all these people that work there that, this has been such a huge part of their life. I could have used even more of that. I liked knowing of the staff. Right.
The families. There was you're right about the nagging or maybe some stuff about appearance and weight that I always bristle against. But the thing is
right.
part of why I bristle against it is because it's like I grew up with it and it's hard for me, but it is like the way of these Jewish families. So it's like that's why we continue to see it in these books.
Yeah, like in this book it feels dated also. Like
yes.
it's the older generation from another era that's like, come on, you got to watch your figure. Like that
right.
sort of switch. Right. So it feels a little, I don't know, to me it feels a little more innocuous because it just feels like like part of a time capsule.
Right, part of time capsule. It's it's like when like it's like when a 97-year-old, great grandpa like says something racist. It's like, oh, I wish you didn't say that, but you're 97.
Right, exactly. And there was some of that in the book too, where like there was one character who comes like whatever, winds up they find him with another guy, and it turns out like it's one of these guys where like everyone knew he was gay except for the grandparents, but now it's like apparent, and they're like, what about that girl you were seeing?
Oh,
we had a whole conversation about how we would feel about you ending up with a shiksa. And then the other daughter's like, stop with shiksa. Like, what are you?
Right. But it's very real. It's like, you cringe, but also it's excused because they're so old and it was a different time.
Yeah. But there's also a sweet, like, I thought even that was playful. It was like, they're retro, but I think they're also respected and loved, the grandparents. You know what I mean? It's not just like, oh, silly grandma in the corner.
No, for sure. Yeah. For sure. I agree. All the characters were great.
Yes, they were pretty three-dimensional.
They were, and there was humor. I really laughed. I adored it. I loved it. Yeah, I think she's a great writer. Well, so there's some sleeping around. There's some googly eyes between Zach and the influencer.
Yes.
A lot of things pan out in ways that I think our readers would really enjoy. I don't want to give too much away, but there are multiple happily ever afters.
Yes, yes. People almost everyone ends up in a good place.
Yeah.
There's also, well, I guess, whatever. I also don't want to give too much away. And I feel like I've also brought this up in the past, but did you see the movie A Walk on the Moon?
You know what? Now we should just do it. We've talked about this before, and I think we really should watch it and talk about it.
That movie was like, is a sexual time milestone for me. It was so sexy and so good. To me, I loved it. And it takes place in a bungalow colony, and Diane Lane is like the, bored Jewish housewife, and Vincent D'Onofrio is the blouse man who and they have this in the book too, these like vendors who come to the hotel or the bungalow colony to sell stuff.
Right.
And he's the blouse man, and whatever, they wind up like having a very steamy affair.
Okay, so this is related because there used to obviously also be milkmen. By the way, with regard to the blouse man and A Walk on the Moon, I do want to watch it and discuss it. It seems like really relevant, and
it's very Jewish. It's very romantic.
We should maybe do it. We should.
I would like to see. I haven't watched it in 20 years.
Yeah, I want to, and I want to talk about it on the podcast. At some point, I do want to do that.
Okay.
But the blouse man reminds me of the milkman, which was really funny because when my mom and my grandma and I were all talking, my mom had the same story about the magician, but that happened to her.
Really?
Which is that, yes, there was some kind of blackout. She'll remind us, but there was a blackout or some kind of thing, or there was a drought or no milk. I don't know what the issue was. And there was no milk, but there was a milkman in the neighborhood. And my mom was a young mom with young kids. And the milkman was like, you have young kids. I'm going to bring you some milk. But there was like no milk. I don't exactly know what was going on with why there was no milk. Okay.
Okay.
He brings her milk. My mom sees the milkman and his wife like the next day. Oh no, not the milkman, just the wife the next day. And my mom goes up to the wife and goes, your husband did such an amazing thing for me last night. It wasn't him. She got the wrong wife.
Oh my God.
Same story.
So funny.
Very funny.
Wow.
I'd like to make it multi-generational and to say that happened to me, but it hasn't.
Okay, well, listen, you're young.
I'm young, and who knows what'll happen. Maybe someone will do a mitzvah. I'll thank the wrong person.
The wrong wife, and you'll start.
Cause some drama. But yeah, the blouse man. So yeah, there were vendors. The vendors come up in this also. Like how people
but there's kind of a similar thing with somebody like stopping the pickle man.
Right. There's a lot.
There's a lot.
It's amazing that it is referred to as a family drama because it is Hot and Heavy.
Yeah,
It could be rebranded.
There's not really like explicit.
It's not descriptive.
It's not descriptive the way that, you know, some of our more clearly romance books are, but there's plenty of discussion of shenanigans.
For sure. The Goldmans and the Wine Golds, I love them all. There's also a French grandma.
Yes. One of them.
It feels to me that maybe Elyssa Friedland, like maybe there is a French grandma in her life. Like it's such a specific and interesting thing to decide to write in.
Yeah, I wonder what her background, like how much of any of this. Also, we didn't mention that our shared knowledge of the Catskills is around Limoud.
Right, Malya and I went to the Catskills together for many years for a conference called Limoud, New York.
But that was like a very weird thing also, where those hotels were, I guess, like still struggling to stay in business. I mean, this is, I guess, around the same time as the Golden Hotel. And I guess we're rented. They didn't have all those amenities anymore. Or entertainment.
No, and I always wondered because like I would get there early and set up and whatever, and like this guy Mark, who was the manager of, where were we? The Falls View? No.
I think the Neville. We were definitely at the Neville at least once.
Whatever it was, there's one that maybe a new name. Maybe the Hudson Valley Resort. There was it was the Hudson Valley Resort that used to be something. It was like the former Neville or the former Fallsview or something like that. That's what it was. So this guy Mark, who was the manager, would be like, "Oh, just last weekend I was here. We were here for whatever." I'm like, "What's going on that they were here last weekend?" But it would be like big groups of, you know, I don't know, I don't know exactly who was going there for weekends, but it was more like a space rental, it seemed, than like actually run by the resort.
Right. Because it was really, it just became like, these places are huge, first of all.
Right.
Like, they're just massive spaces with tons of rooms and I guess kosher dining rooms. So it's sort of like, who needs that kind of thing? Like, big Jewish groups.
Right. I do think that there is a resurgence. Like there was like people are definitely moving there to the Hudson Valley to like, as opposed to the suburbs. And also people are definitely going back to the Catskills. Like when I met Mitch, because he had told me all about growing up, going to the bungalow colony every summer, it was like a big part of his identity. He was like, one day I want to start one. Like he like really wanted that. But I do think that there's like a new market for this, like, the way that the book ends with the resurgence of the Catskills, I do think we're there now. Like there was recently a Catskills summer, I don't know what it was, like festival that looked really fun. Like there's definitely a lot more going on now than there was for many, many years when people were completely over it.
Well, I think the bungalow colony community is still going strong among the like ultra-Orthodox Jews.
Yes, I know, but it used to be strong with the secular Jews.
But I'm saying it could easily come back. Like I think it's still appealing.
It's very appealing. There's one that sounds so nice that isn't religious called Renana or something. Someone once sent me information about it. Like, I don't know, it just seems to just like kids running around and it just seems fun.
I saw that there's an Ishai Rebo concert at Bethel Woods, which is like an upstate concert venue.
Yeah.
And he plays like Madison Square Garden. Like he's like a big
because there's so many people up there for the summer.
So I figure like there's got to be a critical mass of people.
There is a critical mass of people who still go to the country who are from for sure.
Yeah.
I just think like the secular Jews need to start again. That would be very fun.
Right. Right. But where are the secular Jews going? They're going to like the Bahamas.
Well, first of all, it's like, or Europe, or, you know, just like other vacations.
Right.
You know, and I think that the kosher dining isn't, they don't want it like the generations of the past did.
Right. And it's not even kosher, like they don't care about a hechsher. It's just like they don't want that style of food. Right.
Probably true.
I think. I mean, I don't want that style of food either.
Hamish, you don't want to smell like onions. I love it, but I don't want it for every meal.
Yeah, like it's cute for like, if I was going away for 2 days, it's cute. But if I was doing anything more than that, I don't want that for a week. It's like kind of horrifying.
Right. But wow, is it fun, this book. It would be a fantastic series. And the thing is, like, There is another one coming out. There's a new show coming out about the Catskills I was telling you about.
Oh, right.
Let's see what that one's called. The Mountains.
It's a TV show?
Yeah, new show's coming out.
Huh.
It's a scripted series about Grossingers.
Oh, that's so fun.
Focusing on the history. I don't think there's another one though.
Wow.
That like seems like Mrs. Maisel. And the problem is like when more of them come out, maybe people think that they don't need more, but the truth is you do need more. Because there's like an interest and people like them. People like us.
Yeah, absolutely.
This would be a great one. It was such a fun read. I saw that the sisterhood of my shul is reading this for their next book club.
Oh, look at that.
Book. Mm-hmm. Same timing.
Do you go to that book club?
I don't go to that book club, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah, the book club from my shul read one of the books. The Matchmaker's Gift a couple books ago.
They should read Sisters of Fortune.
I'm going to recommend that. Definitely.
And this they'd love.
Yeah, this one would be great too. Both lots to talk about.
So much to talk about. Such a pleasure to read. I want to read more of her books.
Yeah. I saw she's also a lawyer. She's a former lawyer.
Oh, that's cool.
So I always like that.
I'll let her know that we're reading this next. And oh, it's really cool. Yeah. Elyssa Friedland. Cool. Okay. I'm really glad we read it. Should we talk about our next book?
Yes.
Okay. Some of you might remember that for our first live event at the Ripped Bodice, Malya and I read a book by Zan West called 8 Kinky Nights.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And next we're reading The Troublesome Crush. Okay? Their Troublesome Crush. But it says parentheses, Kink and Show Tunes #1. Kink and Show Tunes is the series. Say less.
Wow.
Kink and Show Tunes. I can't wait.
That's amazing.
So I think this is a novella. It's called Their Troublesome Crush. It's by Zan West. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
In this queer polyamorous M/F romance novella, two metamours realize they have crushes on each other while planning their shared partner's birthday party together. Ernest, a Jewish autistic demi-romantic queer fat trans man submissive, and Nora, a Jewish disabled queer fat femme cis women switch, have to contend with an age gap, a desire not to mess up their lovely polyamorous dynamic as metamours, the fact that Ernest has never been attracted to a cis person before, and the reality that they are romantically attracted to each other, all while planning their dominance birthday party and trying to do a really good job.
Oh my God. Amazing. Okay, that sounds great.
Okay, I hope that I think based on 8 Kinky Nights, there's going to be, like, I think that Ernest's Jewish identity will hopefully be prominent.
I'm sure.
I think it will be, but this is a risk.
Listen, it sounds like a risk worth taking just from what you just read.
So that's our next book. Their Troublesome Crush by Zan West.
In 8 Kinky Nights, one of the characters was into show tunes also, I think.
Yeah. I know obviously Zan West died, so we can't have them on the pod, but I'm sure that you can't write about loving show tunes without loving show tunes.
No, that's got to be
You just can't.
lived
Obviously,
experience, yeah.
I'll say this again. I'm sure I'll say this on the next episode, and I know I've said it before, but back in the day, I once saw someone like on their OkCupid profile was like, "This will not work if you ever liked the Dave Matthews Band or show tunes."
Oh my God. And you were like, next.
And I was like, yeah, I guess it's not going to work.
Right.
But also, why?
Right. Like that's
I
such
like a lot of
breaker.
other things too.
Right.
But then it's like flash forward to like me on a road trip with my kids, just like singing the full A Chorus Line soundtrack out loud at the top of my lungs for an hour 49. Like, I get it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that wouldn't be for him.
I still think if other things were right, you could handle that. But
I don't know. I mean, this person felt really clearly, ever loved Dave, ever loved show tunes, moving on. But you know who wouldn't have said that? Zan West.
Obviously not.
Zan West, no.
Okay.
So I'm really excited to read this. It's a novella. It's going to be a quick read along with us. And we'll talk about that on our next step.
Sounds like we're going to learn some things.
Oh, we definitely will. It was a real education, the last Anne West book. So
Yeah.
Already have.
I don't know what a metamors.
Demi-romantic?
Yeah.
What?
Right. Don't know. Gonna find out.
Can't wait.
Sounds good.
Okay, so have a good one.
You too.
You're reading, more to tell you, if you're listening still, which is that this podcast is produced by William Levin. It's brought to you by Hanukkah Pang, which is available to be ordered on newishtraditions.com with promo code Hanukkah Erotica, HANUKKAHEROTICA. You get 20% off your menorah-shaped beer pong game. Hanukkah's coming. And follow us on Instagram. Like us, share, follow us anywhere you listen to podcasts, share this with your friends, and we hope you had fun. Bye, Mo.
Thanks, Rach.